You want to get in the water? Who know how to do the water dance? Hey, yo, G, first turn on the water. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let it rock. We about to show y'all how to do the water dance. Can I get some kick, please? Kick it. Y'all ain't trying to party. Let me see everybody put your hands in the air. Huh? There we go. Y'all with me? Is you with me? Everybody put your hands in there and do the water dance. Wait a minute. What's up, Dre? Minnesota Avenue to the house too. The hood. We gonna let it rock for the Southwest.
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on? We know what today is. It's Buzy With B Mondays. I done renamed Monday because that's how much I look forward to Buzy With B Mondays. I'm feeling so under the weather a little bit. Not really. It's Bella, but I'm here. I got Ursula with me.
Yeah.
We kicked Boots out the studio
We
today.
did not. We missed Boots today.
We kicked him out.
Hey, Boots.
It's
Where
one of
is
those. It's one of those days that's I'm pushing for as far as women. It's a women's day today. Boots needed to be kicked out. We all about loving on ourselves today.
I always need my bodyguard. Hold up.
You
I always need my bodyguard, though.
What you been up to? How was your weekend?
Let's see. I had a wonderful weekend. Of course, I started off Saturday, went to a event called Sisters for Christ.
Okay.
Shout out to Nikki Dickerson. She has a wonderful organization she started. It's about empowering women for where you are in your walk with Christ. Everybody's at different, transitions or walks with Christ, but it was amazing to walk into somewhere where you don't know women and they just embrace you and hug you and talk, and that's how it should be. And of course, we had a big day Saturday.
A very, very big day.
Okay,
yes.
you want to tell everybody about that?
I had the pleasure of meeting and eating. I met the Furlough Cheesecake Sisters.
Yes.
One of the first shows that I'm going to be streaming on Buzy With B. But you guys did get a sneak peek of us just going live on Facebook, and thanks for all the support with that. Mm-hmm. But it was just a pleasure to meet women that just stepped out on faith. It was an idea, and they went with it. And I was not a big cheesecake fan.
You wasn't
until
Saturday.
And Ursula called me up and she said, you need somebody to go with you. I was like, well, yeah, I'm going to need somebody to go with me to eat this cheesecake because I don't like cheesecake. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, not only did I like it, I loved it. And they gifted us with our own cheesecakes, and I was able to take it home. And I made a little video because I didn't want to scare y'all too much. I did put my hair on for the video, but I ain't had no makeup on or nothing. But all I wanted that Sunday morning was that Furlough cheesecake. So absolutely. Shout out to them, and thanks for inviting us in your kitchen and just being so warm and loving and accepting. And me and Bella, we felt all that good love.
We did. And for
Ursula
everybody
too.
out there, follow them on Instagram at the Furlough Cheesecake Sisters. The cheesecakes are amazing. We had the sweet potato cheesecake.
Yeah, we had the sweet potato.
So, yeah, definitely support. Yeah, they have beautiful spirits. It's a beautiful story. And not only with the cheesecake, one of the sisters, Jackie, she actually sings.
She sings.
She has a beautiful voice. She has a song on Amazon called Faithful. But yeah, just check them out, guys. The cakes are definitely amazing.
So today's show, guys, we're gonna have Gloria Ward on here. She's gonna introduce to you the I'm Loving Me project. So they found me actually. I did a show and News 4 was here, and they saw me and they reached out in my inbox, and I'm thinking maybe they wanted to be on the show, but they wanted to actually interview me for me to tell my story. So that's something else that I'll be streaming on my YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But they're going around, they're looking for over 1 million women all over the world just to tell their story. And everybody has a story. So even they're going to partner up with us and become a sponsor to the show for a little bit. And so you'll be seeing a lot of I'm Loving Me stuff. And I'm going to also be scouting out women to push that way. So we're going to introduce her. She's going to tell us all about the I'm Loving Me project. We're waiting for beautiful Leslie Michelle to come in the studio. Absolutely. So while we're doing that, we're going to have to take a real quick break to Skype Gloria in. She's not actually here with us in the studio. I think she's in New York. But we're going to take a break. We're going to get her on the line, and yeah, she'll be joining us right here to tell you about the I'm Loving Me project.
And before we go to break, that gives you guys time to get your friends and family on to watch Buzy With B. It's an amazing show, but please support. It's power in numbers, so please support.
Definitely. You guys need to hit that link, though.
Yes.
You won't be. If you're on Facebook, a lot of you guys, I do appreciate you guys tuning in with me right here on Facebook. But go ahead and hit that link. I make sure I put that link up for you. Hit that link, because that's the way you'll be able to hear the story with Gloria, and know, you can see the studio. You'll see everything that's going on. So go ahead and hit that link, and we'll be right back. We're connecting with her right now. Thank you.
All right, where's my music?
East Northwest and Northeast soldiers. Say what? Say what? Hey man, this ain't the water. Let it rock. Let it rock. Guess what, man? This ain't the water. Let it rock. Let it rock. Let it rock. Yes, indeed. Smack 'em up, man. Smack 'em up. you come in here for?
What the hell you come in here for? What the hell you come in here for? What the hell you come?
And we are back, and we have Gloria here. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi.
I'm so excited that you joined us today, and I kind of introduced you already. I want you to tell everybody about the I'm Loving Me project. Is about uplifting women and all that good stuff. But you're here, so go ahead and let us know.
Yes, hi everybody, and I'm
Hello.
so happy to be here, and thank you for having me on the show. The I'm Loving Me project, I created this project because I want to, or I'm going to inspire 1 million women to love themselves. And the reason why I came up with this idea is because I've seen a lot of women who suffer from different things, either low self-esteem or some type of trauma or depression. And when you get down to it, anywhere that you go, the first thing that they ask you is what happened to you when you were younger, and when did you lose yourself in the process? When did you stop loving yourself? So I remember for me, when I had my situation and I went and I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like my weight. I didn't like that I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. I didn't like that I was in a relationship that I was in. And I said to myself, in order for me to change this, in order for me to really get back to myself, I'm going to have to start loving me. I'm going to have to take charge of myself and my feelings because nobody's going to do it for me. There is nobody who's going to come out the sky and say, oh, let me help you get yourself together. Let me help you go ahead and love yourself. That's something that you have to do within yourself. And when I found out that there are so many women that feel the same, I said, you know what? I'm going to take this charge and I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. 1 million women we going after because it is so, so important. So that's why I created the project.
So, Gloria, can you share with us when you were on your journey, where did you start with loving yourself?
Well, for me, it started very young. I was probably like 18 years old, and I'm from the Bronx, New York, and I always struggle with the whole thing of my identity. I never really liked where I lived. I always wanted something better. I was the person that will always look at the things on TV and said that I wanted that. I was in a neighborhood where there was always something, killings, this, that. I had a mom who died of AIDS. I was living with my grandmother. I've seen my sister get abused. And all my life, I said to myself, I don't want to be like that, if you know what I'm saying. And when I came to Atlanta and I came to college and being in and out of relationships, I started to just see myself look in a direction of always questioning what was wrong with me, right? Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Why do I feel, like I'm not good enough? Why am I pushing myself so hard to be something and I don't even know what I'm running after?
Oh, that's
But
powerful.
what I saw and what I realized when I looked in the mirror was that I was running away. I was running away from my past because I was always trying to push myself forward because I didn't want to live like that. I didn't want to be in an abusive relationship. I didn't want to be a person, who was living in poverty and stuff like that. But when I was pushing and pushing not to do that, I was losing myself at the same time. You understand? Because when you are so driven, you become blind. And when you become blind, you stop being aware of the things that are going on around you. And when you
Absolutely.
stop doing that, you find out that you are in a place where it's really dark and it's really lonely. And you don't even understand how you got here when you thought you was doing something positive. Does that make sense?
That
Absolutely.
makes a lot of sense.
And let me share something. I love your movement because that's been my current walk as of when?
Right.
Yeah, right now.
Right now. Right now.
Yeah.
So like I told them before you came on the screen is I'm Loving Me project is something that we're going to kind of join forces with, at least for a little while, and we you will become a sponsor of the show. So it's exciting to be a part of something that I'm going to be a part of, and I'm also going to stream my interview with the I'm Loving Me project, and I'm humbled and I'm honored. That you guys found me, and who knew that we would blossom into this beautiful relationship. And so what I'm saying is, what I'm learning as I start my journey is that it's very important for you to understand that we aren't gonna go and get there by ourselves. God will surround you with people to catapult you to the next step. A lot of times, especially as women, we think, oh, we're going to do this alone. We don't need a team. And I'm telling you, ever since I've met you, Gloria, along with Tasha, you two have just been a great partnership. A great friendship. I mean, even trickling into the personal side of things.
I know.
So it's just, when I tell you to be open and just let God order your steps. But I'm excited to be a part of the I'm Loving Me project. I'm excited to find women that can also just be great and tell their story. I think, Ursula, this will be just something great for you. And Danita, like, I just have so many different women that's just powerful and uplifting, and I know that someone will get inspired from their story.
So, Gloria, with the organization, when you have a woman that's in that place where they're trying to love themselves, how would it work when they're trying to reach out to someone in your organization? Is it interactive, or is it something where they just go online for support?
Oh yeah, we're very interactive. One of the things that we're doing is we building a community. We building a social media community. Okay. That's one where it's just not all about you seeing one face. We are showing women who have been through so many different things that you can actually relate to. Absolutely. We had a woman who was dealing with IVF. We had a woman who was an athlete in high school that got up to 600 pounds because of trauma. We had a woman who was raped when she was young. We had so many stories. We have people who have been molested, people who are even battling with depression. Those things are stories of women, regular women, who have overcame something, who is willing to put it all out there on the line because they know it is so important to help the next woman.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I said on another radio station that what we women have to realize and know is that the power that we have, it is just crazy. I always say that we as women, we are the church. Everything that we do, we hold it together because we do so much stuff. If you think about your mom used to work, come home, cook dinner, get you ready, to help you with homework, put you to bed, and then get up the next day and go ahead and do the same thing over and over again without blinking. You never knew your mom was tired unless she started yelling at you or something was wrong. You understand? Right. And when she was tired and everything, she still found time to actually go ahead and do something. And if she couldn't do anything because she was battling with her own issues, she would at least try to make sure that you was clothed and that you were fed because she was only doing what she could do. Right. And what we're trying to establish here is that the more women who tell their story, the more relief they get. Right?
It's definitely
once a woman knows that she's helping somebody else overcome something just by saying, thank you for sharing your story. You really helped me. I didn't know how to leave that abusive relationship. I didn't know how to do that. And you can reach out and touch them. They're not celebrities. They're just women who want to help other women get to where they need to be and break the cycle. And that's what we can get out of this organization. We want to break that cycle.
I absolutely love this movement. I wish, my prayer for you is that it gets out down to the high school level. And I was just having this conversation today, Gloria. I have a passion for, high school, to reach young women before they get like me in your early 40s and you trying to find yourself. And that's a true confession that I'm not embarrassed to say. And
Right.
we go through stuff, and you want to be everything for everybody, and then you look up, as you said, and you like, who am I?
You
Like, who am
lost.
Right.
I? I'm learning to date myself. Most women don't know how to do that, or they feel crazy. Like, you go to a restaurant, sit down, and date yourself. But it's
Right.
stuff like that I'm doing now in my season now
Right.
as I evolve. But your movement is still can help me in my walk, right? So I wish that, I hope it gets out there. Even
It will
let's
get
reach
out
them.
there.
Let's
No,
reach them early on.
we already claiming that,
Right,
and we
right.
already know that it's going to get out there because it's people like you, me, and Gloria who have the same kind of vision. I mean, like I said, we personally get to talk, Gloria. So I'm definitely on that path of young women. From the 10th, 11th, 12th grade, and just building women up and getting them to come around and join forces and mentor and get into the schools and reach someone. So, like I said,
I say somebody did it for me. Like I said, at 7 years old, my mom died of AIDS. I was living with my grandmother.
Okay.
It was six of us in the house. She wasn't prepared to take on six kids after she raised 11 kids of her own, but she did it anyway because she loved her daughter. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then raising six kids where you have two twin boys who are only 2 years old, basically you raising babies.
Right.
So now grandma got to raise babies and all these other kids, but it was my outside influences, like what you guys are saying, that helped me get through. I had influential teachers. I had teachers that would show me different things and take me ice skating, and a school who took me to Israel and around the world to see different things in different cultures. And it is important because when you're in something, all you see is your environment. You don't know what's going on outside of your environment, and you don't even think to even step out of it because you don't even know how. And when you do, how afraid do you get? Just like what you said, when you get into a place where you want to step out and start loving yourself, and you go to that bar or restaurant or movie by yourself, you feel so awkward.
Yes.
You
At
just
first,
sitting up
though.
there and you're like, wow,
At
is this
first.
it? Even if you in the house by yourself and it's quiet. It's like for me, when I'm in the house and it's quiet, I'm sitting up here trying to call a friend. Hey, what you doing? And then I'm like, no. No, how about we sit in this?
So,
And then you
Gloria,
realize how good it is.
So-
Go ahead.
So, Gloria, where can people find you? Because we do have Miss Leslie Michelle in the studio, so we
Hi,
want to
Leslie
get her
Michelle.
on and get her some time. But
Oh,
where
yeah,
can where can people find you? Where can we find you?
Our website is live now, so you can go to imlovingme.net and you'll be able to sign up for our newsletter, see our blogs, and see all of the stuff that we are doing with our programs. We do have a Girls Leap program where we help, women who want to be entrepreneurs start their business from scratch and take it to the $1 million level. So we do have those programs, and we also have a community on Facebook and Instagram, and they're both the I'm Loving Me project. And you guys can go, you can add us, you can see the stories of the ladies, you can reach out to the ladies. Everyone is so wonderful and great on there. I know that it will be of value and very beneficial for you.
I'm going on tonight, Gloria. And I wish
Please.
you so much success. I really do. And me
Thank-
personally, and I'm sure Buzy With B, we just gonna keep promoting this movement.
I mean,
It's amazing.
Hello, we definitely are, and I'm super excited to do my interview with you. I cannot wait to share my story. As we all have one, and I'm excited. So
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you again right here on Buzy With B. The good thing about being a part of the show and being a sponsor, you get to drop in every now and again.
Yeah.
So that's the fun thing. So this is just the beginning of a beautiful relationship. It's all about uplifting the women. I'm just excited. I'm loving me even more today than I was yesterday. So thank you for joining us, Gloria.
All right. And thank you guys for having me. And I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, see ya. So
All righty.
Okay, coming up next, we have Leslie Michelle. She's going to join me and Ursula right here. She is an
Affirmation writer.
affirmation writer. teacher, leader, and we're going to have her here, and it's just something that we need. So coming up next, we're going to take a little break just to get her settled in, and she'll be right here with us. Thank you.
Buzy With B.
Yeah.
Bring it on down! Bring it on down! Yo, recognize, get the crown, my nigga, get the crown! You can run, but you know you can't hide. So sucker MCs, y'all can step to the side and watch me flow and grow and show. Cause I thought you knew, but I guess you don't know. So, here we go, begin, let's jam. DJ Cool is who I am. If you gotta be stiff, see ya later. You need to be home, you couch potato. My mission is to make sure that your body, people that got to get down with your body and rock to the beat that's pumping. Hey yo, I got the whole house jumping to the sound that's making the majority move. Clap your hands if y'all feel the groove and let me know what the hell you come in here for. What the hell you come in here for? What the hell you come in here for? What the hell you come in here for? Bring it on down! Bring it on down! Bring it on down! Bring it on down! Bring it on down!
Change my ways, too good at getting away with all them games I played. Smooth walker, slick talker, anything I did. Get out of a jam quicker than MacGyver, you did. Shit, I think I'm sprung now. I seen a dude uptown who makes me want to settle down and have his fun now. He might be the one now. I can't explain it myself. I let my daddy Chuck Brown give you the rundown.
I was driving in my car one day. I saw a sexy lady walk my way. A banging body and a pretty face. So I whispered in her ear and said, I really love your style and your dress so fly, yo. I love to see your pretty face in my show. I've been around the world from London to Chicago, but I ain't never met a girl like you. Shorty took a look into my eyes. Said she heard I was a crazy guy. Hit and run the Georgie Porgy tide. You like to kiss the girls and make them cry. I told her don't believe the hype, cause I'm cool. Enough about me, let's talk about you. I wanna get to know you and make you my boo. It's all on you, baby. And she said,
Shut up, baby, don't give up.
Hello.
And welcome back to the Buzy With B show. I'm so excited. We have the beautiful Leslie Michelle. I want her to kind of tell us about yourself. And
Yes, beautiful. Tell us.
Ursula, you found her, so I want you to.
I did.
You
Like,
did.
shout out to my sister-in-law, because things just be aligning, right? I'm meeting so many beautiful women with beautiful stories, and just, I'm going to let you tell your story. I think she could tell it better than I can, but I'm so glad my sister-in-law just pushed you our way. And you tell them, you could tell them more.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, first, I met Ronnie's. I know her since I was a kid. She worked with my mom in Georgetown.
Okay.
So that's how we met. She was actually a big sister for me through Georgetown. So, actually, we met in one of my trying years. I was a teen mom, and I knew nothing about parenting. And she had a son at the time, and so she was that person that I needed to guide me through teen parenting.
She's still like that.
Yes, like literally, I never had to buy any clothes for my son because of her.
Wow.
So she's just a big influence, and I still keep her close to me.
Okay.
That's the semi-root of where my story begins to who I am today. That was a pusher for what I'm doing now. But I'm definitely a DC native.
Okay.
I went to Eastern Senior High School, the best school in the world. Care what nobody says.
Whatever.
Ramblers run the world.
Blue Knights. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna let you have that.
All right.
But I've been through a lot of things. I'm definitely a family that had a lot of abuse, a lot of addiction, and things of that nature, and a lot of church understandings. And I grew up not understanding which side to be myself in.
Okay.
Because, some families, you have one side that's crazy. No, I had both sides that were literally crazy.
Okay.
So it wasn't just one crazy uncle, one crazy aunt. It was like, which side do I not want to go with today?
So tell them everything that you're doing now, and let's go back to how you got to where you are today.
So today I am what you guys know as Leslie and Michelle, and I became Leslie and Michelle by doing affirmations and meditations.
Okay.
I started with my children because I wanted to make sure they knew who they were and to speak life into them with positive words and creating words that they wanted to apply to their self, their character, and their goals in life.
Okay.
And the meditation came in because I dealt with a lot of stress, a lot of depression, a lot of suicidal thoughts and attempts. And I need to find another way outside of being drugged up.
Okay.
And so I definitely did a lot of praying, and God directed me this way. In the middle of praying, he said, you need to meditate. And that's how it started to form. But into what it is bigger today, it was because there was a video that I did with my daughter because she was having like a speech delay. And I created certain words that were big, but I wanted her to be able to pronounce each one of them. But each word was a character building for her as a female, a black female.
Okay.
And to make sure that she could walk in who she's going to be and who she was.
Okay.
I love that, who she's going to be. Okay.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
what was, give us an example of, some people don't, I'm not going to say don't know what meditation is, but a lot of times even when I try to, meditate and simmer down with Bella, I end up falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the things that you do and think of when you meditate? Yeah, just break that down a little
So what I've done, because I am a big thinker, and so if I think of too much at one time, I sleep too.
Okay.
So I developed a program where I think I have a big topic, and then I break it down to subtopics.
Okay.
That way, I won't be so overwhelmed, and I can start getting to the root of some hidden issues. So let's say, for example, my sessions start Wednesday, and the topic for February is accountability.
Okay.
And for the first week, we're doing accountability of self.
Okay.
And then you can break that down. So it's like, you need to hold yourself accountable for how you eat, how you talk, and how you think, and then how you speak. And then I would create an affirmation just for that one topic.
Okay.
And then you can apply that to your life.
Okay.
So that's how the affirmation starts. So the meditating is, because you have that, you have a goal. So now you can plan how to start helping your thoughts come into one space.
Okay.
So for meditating, I always just take at least 20 minutes. And because you have to really allow your mind to do what it's naturally going to do, which is think. But once it starts doing that, it actually gets tired because it starts to slow down, because your thoughts start to slow down.
Okay.
So then it becomes to like a 5-minute breathing period.
Okay.
And then so I do a lot of inhaling, exhaling. And while that's happening, again, you're slowing your thoughts. You're calming your body, and then you can go forward and start focusing on what you need to meditate on. And that could be a topic or issue, and that's how I bring in the meditation affirmations.
So when is your class?
So my first class starts this Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm doing morning classes on Wednesday from 9 to 11.
Where is that?
And that is in my lovely new studio.
Okay. Hey, congrats to you.
Yes, God is
I
amazing.
love it. I love
God is
it.
amazing.
And I
Follow
love
that
it.
dream. Stay on line with that purpose, and He gonna line it up. So my studio is located in 8222 Georgia Avenue. So I'm in the heart of Silver Spring.
Okay.
If you guys hang out at Society, I'm literally right across the street. You can't miss me. And I'm
nice.
at the penthouse top, so I get the whole beautiful view.
That's what's up. I love it.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
definitely
Yes.
will be there. I want you to give us some example of just some affirmations. Give us just something we can say. A lot of times, we don't talk about a lot of what we're dealing with.
Yeah, definitely.
Even just me, giving birth for the second time, and it is a lot, and just having, my own issues, I'm glad that I made it through a lot, and that I am able to stand here and be here with you guys and just not let everything that I was going through, I stayed in. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you give us some examples of just some of the things that, maybe I could say to myself on a day that, I'm not feeling so great. I have to get in front of you guys and put on a smile, but every day isn't a good day. Today is not a good day.
I was going to say, y'all, today, she trying it today, but speak something. Speak an affirmation.
Give me something.
So give me just like a short version of what's going on, because then it's like I do a consultation, then I can give you the affirmation.
Okay.
So 5 seconds though.
Okay.
Okay. 5 seconds. Just my mind never rests. I keep forgetting. You know, I forget things. You know, everything isn't perfect.
Right.
You know, I'm about to be off of work.
Okay.
And, you know, financially, you think about that.
Right.
You know, so it's just so many things that when I should just be kind of focusing on this one beautiful thing that
Which
God
is birth, right?
has blessed me with. I mean, which is the, you know, going through the process of giving birth.
Right.
But I just have all these thoughts in my mind, and I can't really focus on even getting Bella here safe. And I just think you know, with everything that's going on in my mind, just more so about life things.
Okay.
You
So
know.
it sounds like you need to focus on being calm.
Yes.
And in being calm, that's how I get the affirmation out. I listen to somebody for a couple minutes and I listen to what they're doing, what they need to do. And first of all, you're carrying a human being.
Okay.
So you really have to push everything outside of that, because that's not important to what you're doing right now, which is bringing someone's life into this world that could risk your life.
Right.
So the first thing I would say is you need to stay calm. So I would title the affirmation being calm.
Okay.
And so the affirmation goes something like this, and I'm going to have to remember this because I'm going to need to write this down.
I know this one.
Okay.
So I would say calm. I am calm. I speak being calm. I believe in calm. I believe in being calm in my environment. I believe being calm in my mind. I receive being calm in my soul. My womb is calm. I am calm. The atmosphere is open to being calm. I push everything out that interferes with being calm. I am calm.
Ooh.
I love it.
Woosah.
And I think it's
I
important.
think Bella even felt that. I mean, yeah. So
I think it's important that folks understand that affirmation is something that you can say to yourself many times a day.
You
It's
have
not
to.
a once a day thing.
Right.
It's a
that's
many
what
times a
I'm
day.
trying to make people understand it's a
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
You have to keep
And
these
you
things
know what?
intact.
What I'm thinking of is just like how, you know, I think even just, you know, I think being pregnant with Bella was, you know, a lot of times, like, I am very transparent to a fault, you know, sometimes. But, you know, at the beginning of, you know, my pregnancy, it wasn't planned or anything like that. And I was just going through so much, you know, like I signed a contract for this show and everything. And I will say, choosing like so this is an affirmation. Like I do this and don't even know though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that in my everyday life, my computer password, you know, is I'm choosing to be happy. So that's my password, and unselfconsciously how I can wear a smile no matter what, because I choose that.
See, that's what affirmation is, affirming the good thing.
Okay.
You don't want to affirm the negative. That's why I call myself, I say I affirm a lot.
Okay.
Because it's like I have to say it and I affirm it. It's going to happen. What you allow in your space is what's going to happen.
Right.
What you do not allow will try to find its way in.
Right.
But because of what you choose to affirm, that's what has permission to come in that space.
So let me cut in real quick, because Robert asked, what inspired you to start this program? And maybe he missed it. For those who missed it, maybe we should go back and tell them how you started your program.
So, Coach Rob, I love you so much. That is someone who also helped my son in development. I strictly believe that it takes a village to do anything.
Right.
And so he is one of the guys that has helped me with my son when we were in one of those trying parenting moments.
Okay.
And I'm very transparent. And the program, again, it enhanced from what I was dealing with, day-to-day life stuff. And then, like I said, I'm a writer by nature. So I write all day, all night. And so the program, again, rooted from wanting to stimulate people's inner positivity, wanting them to know that they create the atmosphere that they're in. They can give permission and give no permission to certain things they want to come their way. So that's how the base of the program started.
Yeah, and that stemmed from what I heard. The triumph in all of this is that it goes back to a time that you had to help yourself through depression and suicidal attempts.
Yes.
Because... and then we thank God for that.
Yes.
It was unsuccessful. Let's say that.
Yes.
But for those of you out there, what I took from it, you use your struggles at the time to pour. Now you want to pour into someone else. So yeah,
it's like one of those. I wish I had. I'm one of those people that say, I wish I was me when I was going through.
Absolutely.
You know those.
I get
those
it.
things people say. Oh, what would you tell your younger self? No, I'm going to tell that younger self.
Yeah.
Because it's somebody saying I wish, but then they're not here to actually live it.
Okay.
So I put myself, like the young lady said before. I received the call. I'm going to do it because if if I'm still here, that means there is a purpose.
Absolutely.
And then when God gives you that little niche that you think is just something for you to keep as a safety tactic for you to live, it's really for everybody.
So let me stay right there. So for everyone else, what you touched on and everyone needs to get, and by no means am I churchy, but I know God and I'm rooted in God.
He is good.
He doesn't, when we go through things, it's not his intent for us to not bring someone else out of it or not share it. Mm-hmm. And I think even with the Me Too movement, we need to stop being silent about a lot of things and not be embarrassed about how we got,
how we got
went
through.
Yeah.
I mean, what you're trying to say is he brings us to it, we go through it, but it's not meant for us to stay in it.
Right.
And it goes back to the I'm Loving Me project, or just like loving on yourself. And I'm going to be transparent. I'm growing up with beautiful sisters. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother, so it's 5 of us. I was born with a slight thing of cerebral palsy. So I was cross-eyed, all that good stuff, right? Middle child. They used to have songs about me, right? And I didn't think I was pretty, I walk different. Even to this day, I walk different. I forget I walk different, but it's my walk, you know what I mean? But I'm sharing this story to say that even at a young age, God had his hands on me, because I was always friends with people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. But that could have been me. I never was judgmental or anything like that, but I used to take, because like I said, my sisters, everybody was so pretty, and I didn't know that I was going to blossom into this beautiful flower. So I would go in the bathroom, and nobody else, I don't even know if I shared this story publicly before, but I would go in the bathroom and I would look in the mirror, and I smile a lot to this day. Do y'all agree? But I would go look in the mirror, and I'd be like, oh, I'm pretty when I smile. So I will always just speak over myself and smile a lot, and it just became a part of me. So just getting confirmation as I'm older, as I see how God works and walking by faith, and he's done so many great things in my life where you don't even know it's true. What you speak over you really comes to fruition. So if you just believe, like I said, very young, God had his hands on me. He sent me a guardian angel. I call her my godmother, Beverly Lasson. I love her dearly. She had me in church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was always in church and just loving God and all that good stuff. And not saying that I stayed there, of course, but just getting to know him as my personal savior, it really gave me a conscience at a very young age, and just little things that you can do that you don't even think of, that you can just start changing your mind. Changing your mind. That's the main thing. If you speak it, you can really write it down, visualize it, and it can come to light. I'm sitting here because I believe.
And I think with Leslie, and not to what I was trying back, God, when we say God brings stuff to, he don't put us in situations. He don't. No. When he creates us, he doesn't say, I'm gonna put you in this type of environment. I will say there's things that he allows us to go through, right? He always has his hand on us. I would speak for myself. I don't think I think when I remember using terminology, my last relationship, I felt like I hit rock bottom. Okay. And then I say I ain't hit rock bottom because even in that relationship, God didn't allow me to hit bottom, right? Okay. He didn't say, Ursula, when you went through XYZ, that man didn't kill you, You survived a lot. You didn't lose your mind. And he was there like the whole entire time. And I think you can tell
Let me tell you about God.
Yes.
I'm a good old Baptist kid.
I know you are rooted in it. So, yeah.
So there's a difference, and I'm not going to take too long on that because I don't want anybody to flip out about the religious life.
Hold up. You say what you got to say, because let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say it again. I'm not churchy, I will say that. I'm my authentic self.
Right.
At first and foremost, I love God, and I'm. Here's the thing: what I do now, I spend that time with him every day.
Spend some time with him, and
I'm nurturing my relationship with him. So you say what you gotta say, because I ain't ashamed to say I love God, and tomorrow I might listen to trap music, and the next day I might twerk. I'm just my authentic self. But I love him. So you rooted in the church.
Let me correct you on the thing that God does do.
Yeah.
God does put you in situations. He does put you in situations. He puts you in trying situations, and it's not always because of your choices.
Right.
Sometimes it's because of the calling on your life that you won't recognize. So he has to put you in a situation where you are pushed to actually exercise a muscle you didn't know you had to use. Yeah. But because we take it for granted, we do it so naturally.
Absolutely.
So correction, God does put you in mess.
Yeah.
It has to be by permission though. And so when he does that, what he does is reminds you of who he is in your life, the tools he gave you to get through that situation. Then he says, now you're supposed to go minister that. Now you're supposed to go witness that. Now you're supposed to exhort yourself and give it to somebody else who didn't get it like you got it. But he doesn't want you to stay in it.
Absolutely.
Now that's our
did
choice.
That for me. That's my story.
That's where we mess up in, because God gave us a beautiful gift called choice.
Yes.
But the choice that we fail to use correctly is that we don't know how to get out of it because of the human side of us. We get comfortable in it.
We don't trust it. Yeah.
We forget our nature. We want, well, it wasn't that bad. I made it. I'm alive. So let me just stay here. No, goon.
Yeah. Tell them, right?
You're supposed to
said
take
if I
that,
ain't get it
say
this
thank
time,
you, and move.
No pun intended, though, with when we say goon, because it's like how many times you got to knock your head against the wall before, you get it.
Yeah, but I thank God because I literally have, and after I analyzed everything this time, and I sat back and said, oh no, I chose that. But God gave me the provision not
the way
to
you
die
say this
in
time.
that. This
time. Because how many times we repeated the same thing. So I love when you say this time.
Yeah, and I just
sooner or later we get it. Right?
Yeah, and when I pulled out, I had to weep and cry and tell God, thank you for not allowing me to perish because of my choice.
Absolutely.
But thank you for still trusting me with the gifts and the provisions to get out. That was amazing for me.
Say it again, though. No, I get it. Say it again.
I said, thank you for giving me the gifts and the provisions to get out once again.
Love that,
Yeah, God is amazing.
That.
But that's why I affirm so hardly, and that's why I meditate more than. So let me tell you the difference between meditation and prayer, because people don't understand that. Right there.
Okay.
So prayer is talking to God. Meditation is letting God give you the answers. But if we don't sit still long enough because we get tired or we think, I don't really want to do this. Let me just pray, tell God what I want, and I'm going to go. When do you give God the time to give you the answer that you ask him for every day?
Okay.
You keep praying.
Right.
Oh, it's not happening. It's not happening because you're not giving him the time back so he can connect and communicate with you.
So one thing we ain't spend time talking about is the kids. How old are your children?
My son is 17. He is a DC baby, so everybody knows my baby.
That. Okay.
Yeah. That is my trial baby.
So how important is it, and how young did you start with giving them affirmations?
I was 16 when I had my son. I'm an English major, so literally out the womb we were talking, and it wasn't as constructive as it was for my daughter. Okay. But it was very clear: you will not fail. You are not a loser. You are not the typical black child. I refuse. Things like that.
My granddaughter is 2, and I applaud my daughter for this. She is already, every time before she go to bed, she says, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're confident. What is something that you would advise folks that's out here with young babies to start affirming?
First, you have to affirm yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe it, the child can see you don't believe it. Children are the most purest spirits ever. You can't lie, you can't play, and you can't fool them.
Especially your kids. It's just like I never knew love until I knew Zoe. Yeah. I mean, just like I didn't understand. A lot of relationships that are gone now is because I didn't know what love was. I really didn't, and it wasn't until I had my daughter that I understood.
Did they ask who you talking to?
Yeah.
She is so connected. She's so connected to me that she knows my moods. She know how I'm feeling, and and she's 8 now. She give me advice, and it's just she's the realest. And I'm just Zoe. I didn't know she had all of this in her, so I would love to give her something and speak over her, because you will be surprised how young they are. My daughter was probably 5, and I was talking to her. She didn't want to go to school because I've been getting her hair done at hairdressers since she could remember, because I don't know how to do hair. So this time we couldn't make it to the hairdresser, so she was just natural. And she was like, Mommy, they're going to tease me. And I was just like, baby, you are beautiful. You are, your hair. This is your hair. But to have that conversation with my 5-year-old, it broke my heart. So
Why?
I mean, because it was just like, I want to protect her. Like, do I even want
You
to
protect her by empowering with the words.
I had to like really speak over her and just like have that conversation with her. But she just like, well, mommy, I don't see you with your head off. You know what I mean?
There goes
I
that.
definitely need to bring Paris and Tegan to meet you around Nice and I. We need to,
Well, my daughter's 7,
Yeah,
so she's the one who actually pushed the affirmation out of me.
Okay.
To be. I give all respect to my daughter. She's 7. That is my powerhouse. She is the inner person in me I thought I would never expose to the world. My son is like me. We're like cool, calm, cucumbers. We ain't talking to you. Like, we chill. But my daughter's like, no, I'm here. I recognize what's going on. Give me life. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I got to do this for real.
I will say this in closing, what you touched on, if we don't believe, and it's back to who we started with, Miss Gloria, if we don't believe it, what's the point of affirming in our children?
It won't work in the kids.
It won't. I would say my daughter's 25 now, and I'm just getting her frustration with me when she watched me go through, and that's my ride or die. Let me say that. Hi, Paris. That's my ride or die, and we fight tooth and nail. When I tell you that, but my daughter always said, "Mommy, everybody said that you beautiful inside and out," and my daughter would see that in me. And when I found myself in different relationships, she would get frustrated and disappointed, and it's like. For her, it's like, Mommy, you portray yourself this certain way, but you're not living.
Yeah,
you're not living that way. And my daughter saw that pattern, and I'm just getting it. And I found myself having to send her this long text message just apologizing. Like,
that's good.
I get your frustration with me. Like, I'm just getting. She was watching me. So, and I remember one time she said, "Mommy, how dare you tell me that when you doing X, Y, Z?" You get
Well,
what I'm
that's
saying?
good.
So children, yes,
We'll
they
hold you
definitely
accountable.
yes.
They will.
And she's
Back to
25.
do.
She's 25. But if you can't go back and rewrite that,
Yeah.
but for those folks out there. What Leslie is saying is so very important. And women, go back to us as women that's raising these children, whether it's girls or boys. We have to be whole and happy and love us because our children see right through everything we say to them.
Yes, definitely.
And, I thank God because my relationship, even now, with her is stronger than it's ever been.
That's good.
And that's great.
That's my ride or die. I just love her.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I love it. I'm definitely gonna bring her and my granddaughter to you.
Yeah, we definitely will be in the studio. Me and Bella, we gonna be off. I don't think physically I need to go ahead, and I was trying to complete work, but physically I need to stay home.
You need to get calm
and nest and take care of my baby and my body. So with that being said, we're gonna kind of sum up the show, but I want you, Leslie, to tell everyone where they can find you. Where they can find you at.
So I made it very simple. I'm Leslie and Michelle on all social networks. I do have an official website, is leslieandmichelle.com, and now I just added the page so you can sign up for my sessions. You can sign up for a consultation with me. We can actually start the healing process together. And I am this summer, I am branching off to start doing the affirmations with adults and with parenting and with kids, because I believe we have to start reconnecting the family together. So yeah, that's what I'll be working on, and my ebook is coming out soon.
Exciting.
I love it. So we're gonna wrap up the show, but we want to thank Gloria for the Me Too movement.
Movement.
Yes,
I'm
Me Too
loving
movement.
Me project.
This beautiful spirit right here, love you. Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Please, this year we always push entrepreneurship on Buzy With B. But I know a guy reached out to me and said, you all might talk about women, but men experience the same thing.
Yeah, they do.
So
it's hard to get the men though. It's
right.
Not that we don't discriminate, but it's we trying to get the men to come out. I definitely want that. I have some stuff that I'm working on. So,
we definitely entrepreneurship and sisterhood. It gotta be authentic.
Definitely.
You should be able to walk in and meet any woman and embrace her.
Yes.
It's like you were family. But that's what we pushing this year, sisterhood.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Right, Miss Leslie?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
So excited. The show is coming to an end. Next week's show is going to be very, very excited. Every time I do a show, I think it's exciting.
Exactly.
But I want you to make my website should be up, but hopefully by next week. I already, kind of done everything. It's just all about letting my baby out there to the world. BuzyWithB.com. So watch out for that. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, get that done, please. I have my first show coming up with the Furlough Cheesecake Sisters. If you missed that interview was
They
just
got blessed.
Yes,
They did.
that interview
God
was
ordained, honey.
yes, and it's
Follow
just
the call.
exactly. It's just stories like that you just know that if you just take a leap of faith,
Yes.
I mean,
Jump, man.
just you do one thing and God can just change your life just like that. So it's just things like that and just exclusive stories that I have coming up on the Buzy With B. Just stepping outside of the box.
Yeah.
So if you have not subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know where to find me at Miss BEA1 on Instagram and Facebook as Zakia Miss B Johnson. So I look forward to, I'll be out for a while, of course, but Ursula and Boots will be here.
Shout out to Boots. We missed you today, Boots.
Yes.
I look forward to fighting with you next week. So
Yeah, and I'm just gonna cross my fingers that I will even be here next week. Okay, but thanks for tuning in to Buzy With B, and
let's hit the music. Let's look. I need to start dancing.
Yeah,
I always want to dance in this chair for some
Ah!
reason. That's my alter ego coming out.
It really is.
It is okay.
What is
Okay.
it?
I am Ursy on Instagram. I
Yes,
am Ursy.
follow her.
URSY, 2 Y's. URSYY.
Follow her on Instagram.
Instagram.
And we'll see you right here next week on Buzy With B.
Okay, where my music at, so I
ListenVisionLive.com.
can just bring-
I know,
yeah.
normally we'll have some.
A chucker baby don't give a
And he said,
A chucker baby don't give